eventually I will want to have them only stay close to me here on the left side where they are now, because that's where I want. All right, how much gold can you make farming ZF on your Mage with Blade of Eternal Darkness? I'm going to run 5 lockouts as fast as I can. I'm going to time it, and I'll track what I earn in terms of raw gold and vendor items and the DE value of any greens I get, and then the value of any blues. All right, so here we go. I'm going to explain the first run in some detail in case you're looking to learn this, and I'm going to blow quickly through the other 4 runs, probably just fast forward through, and we'll see exactly what I earned. So I'll start my timer, and for the run, I at least want to have Frost Armor on, and I'll use my Mana Shield. If you were below, say, 47 or 46, you want to run this as Frost with your Ice Barrier. If you're a lower level, you want to be very careful. Go right in the middle of these packs, right in the middle of these packs. You're trying not to aggro them. If you're below like 45, you will no matter what. As you pass these groups, you want to face them so that you don't get dazed. I can't get dazed because I still have my Mana Shield up, but it's always good practice just to try and turn and face the mobs. Normally you'd run up here and jump up on this ledge to reset everybody if you were lower level. At level 50, you can just run straight through. We're going straight to the graveyard just to cut down on the time. Run around these mobs, run right between these guys. We will aggro some of these. Just try and get around them. See, I'm already taking quite a bit of damage, but that's okay. I'm still going to make it. This is my favorite jump in the whole run right there. I'll take some more melee damage here. Be sure I face the mobs now because I would get dazed and knocked off my mount. The boss isn't in a good spot. Sometimes he's further back. And the last mob we got to beat is this guy. If you do a better job running to the graves, you can start the grave clicking right away. You would just run right up here to the boss and start. I'm going to reset or let the mobs reset and get my health back. I like to jump right up to this spot to reset here. You can also stand on this grave back here and jump up onto this platform to reset. The jump's actually a little easier than the one that I just did. You can also stand on this pot down here and then jump up on this pot, and it's also yet another reset spot. Okay, everybody's reset. I'll take just a second to get my health back up. And incidentally, there's a mob that pats in from this side and a mob that pats in from the hallway way on the other side of the graveyard that you kind of got to take a look out for. You don't want to pull those in your pull of the zombies that you're killing. And refresh my shield and run in here. You see the boss's little emote there where he says, "How dare you enter my sanctum?" That's what starts the event. You need to do that so that these zombies will run back toward the boss. If you don't, they stay there and will kill you. Loot that first set of graves, freeing the zombies, and then run right behind this jar, and it's a reset point. Here comes the padding mob I mentioned that comes from this side. We're going to still do the second set of graves and not worry too much about it. Not real worried about my health. Here's the second set of graves. Open, open, open. I want to make sure we're not missing a single one. If you hear I can't loot that right now, or you don't see a zombie come out, it means it was a grave that had an item in it for you to loot. I like to get this one, link over to here, and jump onto this platform to reset the second set. Tell him targeted, so it's not reset, and he'll run back to the grave that they spawned from. And there we go, we're all reset. Normally I'd run right away and start. Oops, this guy didn't reset, look at that. Let's just kill him. All right, and now we'll do our last set of graves.
I can't loot that right now. I can't loot that right now. I can't loot that right now. I can't loot that right now.
Jump up here, jump up on the front of this face, jump across to this platform, and wait for everyone to reset. At this point, if you were lower level, this is where you'd switch back from Frostspec to Fire. You'd switch your buffs to whatever you want them to be, off of ice armor and onto mage armor if you're having trouble with mana. If you're not, you can use molten armor. And once you're free, you would mount up, jump toward this corner to kind of stick your guy, unmount, and make the jump up to here. And I failed it right there, of course. Let's try once more. Jump up, stick your guy, jump again up to this platform. And once you're full health, start to pull. I'm going to pull these guys with living bombs. I'll cast a blizzard to get these few that are inside the boss's little chamber here, and then run around, start the kill. Get the farthest one. I'll get this guy too, just to make sure. Jump this corner and hit that box. Jump this corner and hit that box. Jump this ledge. Run right to this spot and cast my blizzard. I'm just going to use a rank 1. There we go. Run right over here, and I want to get this group that's way in the back here with one more living bomb, and that pulls everybody. Now we're just jumping back and forth to stack the mobs. Let them come around. They only run and come around. See how they freeze right there? You got to be on this side enough to get them around the corner right there, and now we've got everybody. A few more jumps sort of stacks everybody up. And now we can start the kill phase, and we just start casting living bombs as fast as we can. I'm letting them come all the way around just at the beginning of the kills. Eventually, I will want to have them only stay close to me here on the left side where they are now, because that's where I want to kill them. I don't want to kill them on this wall back here, because then you can't leave them. And I'm casting Living Bomb as fast as I can. I'm spamming it because, as you can see, Blade of Eternal Darkness does a great job refilling our mana. I can see some zombies at 40% now. I'm going to try and keep them closer to me.
That's still recharging.
Spamming Living Bomb, keeping them as close as possible to this side. Mana gets low, I could use my first gem. But we're almost done. Almost fell off right there. If you fall off, incidentally, that's why I have Lips, Limited Invulnerability Potion. If you fall off, the play is you quickly hit that potion and then just run up and around here, jump over, and start again. Alright, so that's the kills. I'll start my Loot Appraiser. I have this assessing just like, right now it's set on the market value of greens, but I'm going to adjust that to be just the DE value because it's actually more when you DE. But this is a good way to track the raw gold that we're getting from these guys and the value of the grays. Ooh, there's a low value according to TSM Epic, which is so crazy. It's not going to happen every time. What we're really going for here is the cards for the decks, the Dark Moon decks. So you can see I failed just a little bit here. I got most of the guys close enough to me, but I was a little messy here. And these two, okay, one I won't be able to loot, and he was a non-elite. I'm not too worried. I might be able to get him from around here, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. So you can see in this run, and again, I'm going to add all this up at the end, but fail. In this run, I got 375 in currency, 8 gold in looted value, but I'm going to reassess that at the end based off DE values of some of this stuff. But, you know, good stuff, and it fills up your bag. And I got this Robes of Insight, which I don't know why. Oh, I see. It's because I was set to the disenchant value. So that's a really good item. According to this, it sold recently for $199, which is a really interesting item. Reduces the cost of your next cast. 15-minute cooldown. It's not that great, but this is probably a pretty good item. So Robes of Insight, the old texture here. Interesting. All right. So time to reset and go again. Clock's ticking. We're at 10 minutes already. I shield up. Head back toward this sort of little mini boss that's padding around here. Back to the reset. That was super, super lucky. I don't know if I will consider that epic in my gold per hour little analysis I wanted to do here, but hey, every little bit counts. So we came in over to the right here. We cut to the left here, and we're going up toward this cave boss here. Avoid whoever we can, but it won't much matter because we're just going to be resetting everyone. Run between these basilisks into the cave. The boss starts to run toward you. Blink to the right of his little cauldron here. Jump up on this rock and just walk straight onto this box and log out. You can log out because the mobs are evading. If you are in combat and the mobs are not evading, you can't log out. So this box is an evade spot and it's also a reset spot. But because the mobs are aggroed onto you, and these basilisks are here, you can't log in and out right away. I've found that I need to wait like a good 20 seconds while I sit here. So I will do that and then log back in. Okay, that's about 20 seconds. We log back in. Hopefully we're back at the front. I've waited 10 seconds before and you're still in the cave. So hopefully that's enough time for the mobs to reset. You're not considered there anymore and you're out at the front. You run back outside. Quick reset. Back in. Shield up, mount up, and here we go. We're going to run it again. Okay, last run. My timer got a little skewed because I got greedy with my logout and died, and then ran all the way back and realized somehow I had a leftover lockout from some previous runs, so I had to wait a few minutes. Anyway, we're back on. We'll do this last run. We should get the whole thing done in Under an hour, but it should be quicker because I've been screwing around. Okay, extremely sloppy on
I
this
can't
last
loot
run.
that.
I missed
I
a bunch
can't
of
loot that.
graves because I went too early,
I
but
can't loot that.
anyway, we'll finish it out.
I can't loot that.
And I killed in a bad spot, as you can see. So I miss a
I
bunch of
can't loot
guys.
that.
Sometimes you can get them if you run around to the other side. We'll see. Okay, that's the 5 runs. Let's see how we did. Okay, get to the punchline. How'd we do? I added all this up, ended up with 20 grays for a total vendor value of 10 gold, 57 silver. Got a lot of cloth, so I ended up with 112 Mage Weave cloth for, I'm on Wild Growth NA, and the price is pretty good right now. It's 18 silver per, so that's 20 gold, 62 silver. Silk is not so good. I ended up with 92 silk cloth for a total of 2 gold, 48 silver. Ended up with 17 greens to DE, which had a total value. I checked this right on the auction house right now. 7 lesser nether essence, 30 vision dust, 5 dream dust for a total value of 15 gold, 91 silver. Raw currency from looting the mobs. These were sloppy runs, except for a couple of them. You should be over 40 to 45 to over 50 mobs if you do really well each time, like I did in run 1 and run 4. But my total currency looted with a few sloppy runs thrown in there and a few runs where I couldn't loot some of the mobs on the wall was a total of 15 gold, 22 silver. And then just a bunch of other random stuff for another 3 gold, 47 silver. So grand total, that is, there it is, 68 gold, 27 silver. So not bad. That's, like I said, sloppy runs, not as fast as they should be, and with not any real luck in here. What you're going for are the Dark Moon cards or anything else. Now with the luck, I did end up getting this epic Robes of Insight. Right now on my server, it's going for exactly 50 gold. So if I was to add my luck in, I'm at 118 gold, 27 silver in well under an hour of farming. So it's not a bad farm. It's a lot of fun to do, especially if you have that Blade of Eternal Darkness, but you certainly don't need it. I hope this is helpful and interesting. Thanks for watching.